5-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag. As well, I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jeter. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Back to throw. Jeter. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Bengals' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Second and 11. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jeter. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here we go, set, 30 base. I smell fear in that offense. Go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Second and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
X3, 218, chop it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw. Jeter. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Set up, 18, Gator. Check, tight right, tight right, tight right.
Now Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's go. Come, crouch. Check back.
On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jeter. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Shoot.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time over, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Check.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on, fellas. Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing on 1st down. Jeter. Throw left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Looking to throw. Jeter, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready up. 49, guys. Mike, 49. They're going to need some time.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Got it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Get him. Ready.
Here's Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go again.
From the gun, Jeter. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good at 3. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. He'll have a first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 25 yards to the house as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, Jeter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jeter. Throwing right, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jeter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chapman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ready up. Rock 57. I got you.
On 1st and 10, Jeter going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jeter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They begin with a run by Mixon. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Under 10, under 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line. 56.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. About 3 yards there to the 27. Right back to Brown. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop.
to throw. Jeter. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Badgley's kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Get it, baby. Boom.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at the yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
30 base. 49.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Johnson into the end zone, touchdown Bengals. Ty Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jeter. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jeter. Over the middle, complete. It's Chapman. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 57.
Yeah. You don't want none.
He's coming. We got double up.
first down. Brown. A gain of 3, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming on you. Hey, for you. Hey, 57 Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
57. Mike, 57.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Here we go.
From the gun, Jeter. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
First down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the Bengals' 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brown. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Michael Batchley for the Charger field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the